Hey everyone, it is Sunday, January 31st. The time is 3:55 p.m. and the temperature right now is minus 6 degrees Celsius. I'm currently walking north along Glen Road, and that was the intersection of Howard Street and Glen Road where I started recording this video. And the plan for this one is to head north underneath Bloor Street East, which is just up ahead here, and into the Rosedale neighborhood. I'll then make my way north through Rosedale and finish up somewhere around Rosedale Station. This is the Glen Road exit to Sherbourne Station, which is on line 2 of the city's subway network. And you can take these stairs up here, up to Bloor Street East. But I'll be heading through this underpass here. And this bridge here heads over Rosedale Valley Road. There's a look north, up at Bloor Street East. And I think the area below here is known as Rosedale Ravine Lands Park. There's a look at Rosedale Valley Road. That's a look to the east. And here's a rather neat look to the west. This will pretty much head right up to Yonge Street. And that is the Yorkville neighborhood off in the distance there. And that's a look south at downtown. But I'll continue to head north along Glen Road. So Glen Road takes a break at Bloor Street, but it resumes itself right here. And I think this is Dale Road, which runs to the east here. So now I'm officially into the Rosedale neighborhood. This is one of the more affluent residential neighborhoods in the city of Toronto. And depending on which source you check, I've seen the population of residents listed as low as 8,000 and as high as 20,000. And there's really no shortage of beautiful old buildings in this area. There's even a former art studio that was occupied by the Group of Seven. Although I won't be passing by that on this particular video. So this here is Maple Avenue. So I think Glen Road resumes itself just to the right here. And I was looking up real estate listings in Rosedale on my way down. And I saw a house listed for $10.8 million just up ahead here on Glen Road. So we'll see if I can spot that. This is certainly some of the priciest real estate in the city of Toronto. It's said that there's a lot of so-called old money in this neighborhood. And the last time I did a video through here, I think was in the fall. I'm trying to take different roads than I did last time. So here's where Glen Road resumes. And I think this is the home here where I saw the real estate listing. Although I don't see any signs on the lawn. That would be 55 Glen Road. It's this house here with the pillars. I read that it had 6 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms and is over 5,000 square feet. And the asking price, sorry, I said 10.8 million. It was actually 10,580,000. That was the asking price. So this here is Elm Road. So just to the northeast of here is the Craigley Gardens Park. You'll also find a trail that takes you down to the Yellow Creek. And that ravine runs up to around St. Clair Avenue East. And that's in the Moore Park neighborhood. Here's a house that recently sold. That is 58 Elm. It even has its own address, 58elm.com. That's interesting. So I'm currently walking west, but I think I'll turn north up Dunbar Road here. If I keep heading west, this should lead me into Sherbourne Street. Just wait for this car to pass. And there's some nice old homes. So this is Dunbar Road. I'm just kind of making things up as I go now. Rosedale itself is bordered to the south by, did I say Rosedale to the south? Rosedale itself. I'm struggling to speak. Maybe that's the cold. It's supposed to feel like minus 15, even though it's minus 6. But anyways, Rosedale is bordered to the south by Rosedale Valley Road or Bloor Street East. And to the north, it's bordered by CP rail tracks. And to the west, you'll find Yonge Street. And to the right, Bayview Avenue, or rather to the east, Bayview Avenue, which would be to the right of here. And just to the north of here, north of those CP rail tracks, is the Moore Park neighborhood, which is another rather affluent residential neighborhood, not too unlike this one. And one thing you'll notice about the roads here is they don't really follow your typical east-west, north-south street grid. It's really more of a suburban style layout. There's a lot of cul-de-sacs and roads that just sort of meander and wander all over the place. So this should be South Drive. The signs are hidden, but I'm assuming that's where we are. I've certainly ridden my bike through here a number of times. And in prior videos, I think I went up that way and I crossed over Mount Pleasant Road on Crescent Road. But I'm going to stick to South Drive here, which sort of loops around this way, as this should bring me to Mount Pleasant Road, and then I'll go up past Rosedale Public School. I recently did a walk through Forest Hill, which is another rather affluent residential neighborhood. And the houses in Rosedale are definitely older on average, and they have smaller lot sizes, but they're probably comparable in terms of market value. So this is Sherbourne Street North, and this is where it ends. So to the south of here is Bloor Street East. Then south of that, you'll be in downtown. And Sherbourne runs south all the way down to Queen's Quay, which is right in front of Lake Ontario. Here, Lauren comes here, you just take him up back. So this on the right is Scarth Road, but that has a no exit sign on it. There's certainly a number of celebrities and notable Canadians that call Rosedale home. I'm quite sure I've heard that Eugene Levy of Schitt's Creek and American Pie fame, and a number of other things, of course, still has a home here. I have a friend here who used to rent a basement in one of these homes and said that he had seen Geddy Lee of Rush walking his dog in the neighborhood. And this isn't a very friendly pedestrian crossing. This is Mount Pleasant Road. So I will have to wait till the coast is clear. It's all clear in that direction, but not to the north. And the sightlines aren't particularly good as the road takes a dip right there, but I have found my moment. To the north on Mount Pleasant Road in Moore Park is Englewood Drive. That's the street that has all the inflatable Santas on it. I did a video along there that you can find on my other channel, Johnny Stumbles. And this is still South Drive. Man, these are some really picturesque, beautiful old homes here. There's a private driveway with some homes on it, it looks like. And because of the street layout and the fact that this neighborhood's kind of boxed in by 3 ravines, there's not a lot of through traffic coming through here, so it's mostly local traffic. And that's kind of similar to the rather upscale Bridle Path neighborhood. And here's Rosedale Public School. There's a few different schools in this neighborhood. I think there's a school on, or just off of Mount Pleasant, called Branksome Hall. That's a private boarding school for girls. There's also the Rosedale Heights Secondary School. That's an art school. It's actually located just to the south of Castle Frank Station off of Bloor Street East. I did a video that went through there. There's a hidden staircase in the back that leads down to Bayview Avenue. And that is the 82 bus. And there is the Alex Murray Parquet. Alex Murray is a co-founder of a urban studies program and the faculty of environmental studies at York University. And he's been a resident here in Rosedale since 1963. I read before that that park was dedicated to him back in 2010. And this is Crescent Road I'm now walking east on. There's 116 Crescent Road. So in the other direction, you will find Rosedale subway station, which is on line 1. I'm going to wander my way back over towards there. This is Wrentham Place I'm now turning north onto. And the next street should be Roxborough.
It's a bunch of beers. Okay, we're going to try one out.
It's not a very convenient place to stop. So this is Roxborough Street East. And I'm currently walking west along the south side, and I could keep going straight all the way to Yonge Street. And there is one of the nicest residential streets in the city. That's Chestnut Park. I have been this way before, but it's one of my favorite residential streets in the city, so I think I'll at least travel along Chestnut Park for a few blocks. These street lamps are quite unique. You don't see this too much in Toronto. There's a street called Palmerston Boulevard, which is also a rather beautiful residential street. And that is on the west side. It's just to the west of Bathurst Street, and the really nice section of Palmerston, I think, runs between College and Little Italy up to Bloor in Koreatown. And they have street lamps like this. The houses are on a smaller scale there, but they're still rather nice. Here is Thornwood Road. So I could take this south back down to Roxborough. very common to see private security cars in neighborhoods like this. He's probably taking note of the weirdo walking around with the camera talking to himself. So Chestnut Park it continues on like this for a few more blocks. But I will turn south here and head back to Roxborough. And that is the sun peeking out. It's been kind of a gloomy day, but we've actually got some blue skies now. It was quite gray when I looked out my apartment window this morning. There's a low-rise apartment building, the Roxborough. I can only imagine at one point there was a nice house there that eventually got replaced. And this should be Cluny Drive. And so I'll take this south back to Crescent Road and then I'll head over to Rosedale Station. Then maybe, since this video is going by a little quicker than I thought it might, I'll head over to Ramsden Park and take a look at the ice rink that should be open. You get a rather spectacular view of the Yorkville skyline from here. It's quite neat. There goes the 82 bus. Sometimes I am fishing for a screen grab I can use as a thumbnail. Maybe that was it, maybe not. And just up ahead should be Rosedale Station. The other station directly in Rosedale would be Castle Frank on line 2. That's one stop to the east of Sherbourne, where I started. Although really, Sherbourne Street or Sherbourne Station could be considered part of Rosedale as well. And perhaps even Yonge Station, although it's a bit more into downtown. But you're certainly not far from walking to a subway station if you live in this area, although I get the feeling most people would rather take their Range Rover. Speaking of which, sounds like there's a train either rolling into or just leaving Rosedale Station. Oh, I think I just missed it. This is a rather neat open platform subway station. So that would have been a northbound train I just missed. And this station opened in 1954. It sits on line 1 on the Yonge Street side. And it's the 11th least used subway station in the city. Would have been cool if I could have caught a train going by, but no big deal. There's the Royal College of Dental Surgeons of Ontario. And this is a chance to cross Yonge Street here. And this is Ramsden Park Road. So there's a look into Ramsden Park. That's a look south. I'm just gonna head over to the skating rink. I'm always a sucker for a nice view of the city. And because we've been consistently below zero, the snow we got on Tuesday has not started to melt yet. There's actually two ice surfaces here. And here we go. I think I'll end the video here with a look at the ice skating going on. I hope you enjoyed this walk, starting in front of Sherbourne Station in the St. Jamestown neighborhood, and then immediately heading north. Oh, I almost slipped on this ice here. And immediately heading north along Glen Road, through Rosedale, eventually making my way over to here at Ramsden Park. Don't forget to let me know your thoughts and comments down below. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links to my Patreon account in the description, as well as my Instagram account, and you can check out channel memberships on the main YouTube page. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.